guys, welcome to another back to school video. So today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to organize your binders and your notebooks. I'm going to be doing a separate video with my backpack essentials and how I organize my backpack. So if you're looking for something more like that, that's coming up. Today is just about notebooks and binders. So I have a whole bunch of supplies here that I've collected from past years of school so I can put it together and give you all of my advice on how to organize. So first, I just want to start off by showing you exactly what you're going to need. Definitely, I have a binder here. If you're going to need a binder in your classes, then you're obviously going to need to get one. This is a 1-inch. I got it from Target. Super inexpensive, and they had so many fun colors. I loved this color. So, definitely a binder. I always recommend getting some binder clips. Also, these are from Target. I think they were probably $2. And it comes in this really nice clear case which you can keep and store other things inside of, or your extra binder clips. You can throw paper clips in there, whatever. You can throw this in your backpack. So I think that this is a really great buy. I also have a page protector. You can obviously get as many of these as you think that you'll need. And I have some, what are these called? Sectionals, binder sections. I don't know. It'll come to me and then I'll say it, but you know, to organize your binder with. And then I also just have some papers that I'm going to be using, a notebook, and a smaller notebook also. So those are all the things that I'm going to be talking to you about, and we're going to start off with the binder. So I recommend, once you know what class is going to go in here, that you print out a piece of paper or write on a piece of paper and stick it in the front here with that subject on it. So for my social class last year, we got this little printout of the front of our textbook. So I used that in the front of my binder. That way I knew that it was Soc 105 Intercultural Communication right there. So that fit perfectly right inside of there. And then on the inside of the binder, we can start using some other fun stuff. These binders are great because they have the double pockets. So you have the front pocket and the back pocket on both sides. So it's like 4 pockets, but only on 2 sides. So it's really great for organizing. I'm like a huge organizer when it comes to things like this. So in the front pocket, you can keep things like current assignments, homework assignments, and in the back pocket, you can keep things that you're going to need for later, or study guides from previous tests, you know, papers that you get back that you need to keep with the grades on them. You can stick them in there. I keep the most important stuff in the front pockets here because these will be all the things behind all of your stuff, so you can keep graded papers, tests, and things like that over here, whereas this can be current assignments and papers that you're going to need more often. So I'm going to start off by just sticking my little section. Why can't I think of what these are called? Whatever, I'm sticking them in here, these little sectionals. And these are actually from an old math class. So this one's nice because it comes with this little color code, and you write what it is on here, so you know that you can go to the yellow tab for your notes section and your orange tab for the lab section, and so on. So those are nice. They're obviously also the kind where you just write it on the tab, which are equally as nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those in. I'm also going to put my page protector in right in front of that, and I always put a page protector right in the front of my binder. That way I can put one important paper inside of it. The paper that I'm using here is also from my social class, and it is my schedule for the year. So it went all the way through the assignments for every single year, what was going to be due, what we were going to be doing in the class. And you may not get one of these depending on what class it is, but I got this for my social class. It's just one piece of paper, so it's perfect for the page protector because it'll show both sides really easily, and as you can see, especially towards the end, it was really easy to start marking off things. So I could cross out things that I had already done, I could take little notes on it, I could circle things that need to be done, it was important dates, I could highlight. So having a paper like this is really great, and if you don't get this specific sort of paper, but you get something that outlines the course, it might be good to type up something like this that you can take notes on, scribble on, whatever. So I can stick that in the front of my binder, and now the very first thing that I see when I open is my schedule, and I can flip to the other side to see. This was more towards the end of the year, so this side ends on March 11th, I mean. It ends on March 11th, so after March 11th I can actually flip the paper so that when I open up my binder it's stuff that's currently happening without having to flip to the other side. So I always recommend doing that. Now for the binder clips, I always stick one right on the front of my binder. I'll show you where. So I'm just sticking this little guy right here on the front of my binder, right in the center And you can use this for quite a few things. Oh, this works nicely because it's like a purple front and the purple clip. Wow, that's nice. So you can use that for a few things. You can clip in current assignments, things that you really need to reach for. Like if you have a paper that you need to fill out questions for, you can stick it right inside that clip so when you open your binder, you know exactly where it is. You can also do things like, for example, your syllabus. This is my syllabus from my sociology class, and I just had a little clip in the front of my binder, and I kept this in it the whole time. You can also do this in the back because obviously this then blocks these two folders. So your clip in the front should definitely be like a paper that you're going to have to reach for very soon. That way you don't block all these papers. I had a clip in the back that I kept my syllabus attached to. So I knew that I could flip right there. I can flip through the papers like this and go through them and not have to worry about searching through a bunch of other papers to get to it. As far as paper goes, you can stick your loose leaf paper right into there if you would like. I also have this notebook that I got from Staples, super inexpensive, and it's completely recycled. Everything in it is recycled, and you can find a lot of these very easily now. And they're absolutely great, obviously, because they're recycled. The front, the cover, and all the pages are all from recycled material, and possibly this also. I'm not 100% sure though, but you know, whatever. And these are great because they have the 3-hole punch in it. So you can stick it right inside your binder. If this was me, which technically it is, I would stick it right after your schedule and right before all of your sections. So that way you can flip right past your schedule and you can get your notes there. Obviously you can open up the notebook like this and go through things. And you can also take out the paper and stick it into a specific section if you need to. I know in my math class, I would take notes on the paper and then I would rip it out and stick it into the notes section. That way, anything that I want to keep together, I could keep together, but I could also take it out and organize it specifically. So that's how I suggest organizing your binder, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about keeping on top of your assignments. So a lot of high schools and even colleges sell these. High schools, they usually give it to you, the little planners. So you can probably use that. I don't have a specific planner. You can even buy a planner from like Borders or something, but I didn't have one right here to show you, so I wanted to show you an alternative also if those aren't options that are given to you. You can actually buy something like this. I got this at Walmart for $2. And it comes with this little sleeve, so you can open it up to whatever page you need, and I just set up a little fake planner here. So I just have Monday, July 14th, and it says math with my assignments, and it says sociology with my assignments. And this is great because once you're finished with an assignment, you can cross it off. And then you know that it was done. You can write due dates, you can do whatever you need to, and then when the day is done, you can just draw a line and start with the next day. And I don't recommend scribbling all over this because you might need to look back at your assignments at some point. But this is really great because you can cross it off, you'll stay super organized, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do. Write down everything. Write down exactly what pages you need to be looking at. If you need to study for a specific test, write down the topics in here. And then you can just cross things out as you go along, and it'll help you stay really organized and focused, and you won't forget things. People think that they can just remember their homework, but it's so much easier if you write it down. Even if you don't end up looking at it, it's great just to have that backup that you can go back and look at exactly what you have to do, and it'll help you remember, I swear. So that's it for my binder and notebook organizational tips. Stay tuned for how I organize my backpack and what I need to keep in there, because that video is coming up very, very shortly. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!